Hi guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, we'll look into a scenario in which Kazakhstan forms an empire. And the first thing they do is invade Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan. Because, look, they're easy targets. Yes, the two nation. Trying to fix it. They have such wacko borders. Literally wacko borders. Yes, their borders are the problem. We must erase them. Yeah, maybe not a good idea. Please don't erase borders in real life. I don't think we need to start these in real life. We can just leave the wars in my YouTube channel. Yeah. Just chill, world. Just chill. Well, they don't listen, so I'm just going to go ahead and invade Kyrgyzstan. As I start moving in, and they move in deep into the nation. As they get close to crossing into Tajikistan. When you're playing dummy nations and you think you're doing great because you're taking over half the world, and then Everai decides to invade you. What kind of radicalness is that? As Tajikistan is cut in half. And at this point, both the nations are seeking peace. But they have to end up getting fully annexed. Aw, that's so sad. I don't think any nation deserves to be annexed. Although, yeah. Every nation that wants independence, you should just give them it, because more countries is better. No, I'm kidding about that. Divide the world. Would be bad. But now, let's invade more nations. Let's invade Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan. Turkmenistan is definitely not a great place. Well, they decided it's better for them to expand into this nation. With them advancing rapidly as they take away their coast on the Caspian Sea, a wannabe sea. And well, as they annex it, yes, that's what they do, they annex it. They annex both of these places fully. And well, they decide at this point it's time to invade a strong nation. And well, let's just say they start collapsing. And Everai refuses to fight. And they still think people are going to change their mind. So they end up getting pushed back. Remarkably. For them failing to launch counter-offensives. With a full-on revolt breaking out. Yes, a full-on revolt. Against the government, with it starting to collapse. Well, this gives an advantage to Kazakhstan, the Kazakh Empire, to continue advancing. As they take over this much, yeah, they realize nothing's going to happen to save them. As they attempt to counter-offensive. But with all that was going on, it completely failed. And well, in the peace treaty, well, a lot happens. And they annexed these lands. Oh, actually, that's pretty good borders. If we're being honest, those are pretty good borders. And well, yes, I'm sure they're happy about this. They'll take it back one of these days, but not in today's video. Nope, not in today's video. So let's invade Mongolia. Because Mongolia is a great nation to invade. And well, no more Mongol Empire. We'll make the Kazakh Empire. Because they seem like a great nation, potentially. As they invade into Mongolia. Yes, they bought Mongolia. I don't know what they'll get out of it, not much, as they take Ulaanbaatar. Yeah, yes, I probably said that wrong at this point. Guess what? They annex it. And they continue their advances across the place. And now And they decide to invade Afghanistan at this point. Yes, the invasion of Afghanistan. Will it be a success? Yes. And the first thing they do is invade from the north. Well, that's the only way they could. Well, they quickly take over lands as they invade between mountains. Yes, not ideal. With them advancing further to the south and taking more lands, they advance all the way there across the country. And then they launch an advance which causes them to take control of Kabul, the capital. And these areas fall, and then the rest of the nation falls. And well, they manage to take over Afghanistan. With now, this is what it looks like. They attack their last target. They go after Iran last. Oh wait, that didn't work. And well, they quickly and rapidly advance. With them advancing rapidly. With them crossing over in this area. Quickly occupying to there, and then another advance comes across here. Well, they start advancing like this, with them starting to advance towards Tehran, which they take. And at this point, Iran decides that they have no chance at all now. And they annex a bunch of lands. Yes, a bunch of lands. They annex from just north of Tehran, which would be probably about here. And then they go down, getting close to the border. And then they go down a bit more before they come back to the border, yes. That's how much land they annex. I'm sure that country they took it from is happy to have lost this much land. They're not. And I'm sure they're surrounded by enemies, but at this point, that's all for today's video, as the Kazakh Empire has been formed. And that's all for today's video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Wild Mapper out, but not until you subscribe. Bye, guys!